Okay, next up, we both, there's three of us. We have all recently watched the new Justice League trailer and Spider-Man Homecoming trailer. So, what'd you think of them there, Finest and Chad and Finest?
Go, Chad.
Go for Chad. What do you think?
Justice League first. It looked pretty cool. I didn't know if it was me, but it looked like the special effects looked really fake. Though was that just me when I was watching it?
It wasn't just you. I saw it too, and then even I was watching that with Elena, and she was like,
"Did it just look like
special effects
fake?"
It didn't feel polished.
Really
sometimes they release a trailer before they're completely done. Maybe this was a situation like that. But looking at Cyborg, like, he looks cool, but he looks like he came out of a cartoon. Like, he doesn't fit in with everything else. I don't know why they couldn't build like a suit for him. Like, couldn't that just be a suit that some guy is wearing? Why does it need to be CGI?
That was for sure the worst looking thing in the trailer was fucking Cyborg. I'm not sure what the Flash looked pretty cool. I mean, they all look pretty cool, even with the fucking blue filter they have to use on all these DC movies. It makes it look like the new Power Rangers.
I'm really afraid that's what this movie is going to be, though. Is like, it looks pretty cool. Like, there was some cool stuff. Like that was a neat explosion. I enjoyed when Batman shot that dude or whatever, but overall, the movie isn't great. You know what I mean?
It doesn't look good, and like I told you guys last week, I haven't even seen Batman versus Superman, but I guess Batman wins because Superman's not in this trailer. And it's like, what the fuck kind of Justice League movie doesn't have Superman? I don't know. Like, their little team just did not feel like the Justice League to me.
Well, spoiler alert. At the end of Batman vs. Superman, you get the idea that Superman's coming back.
Well, I didn't see him in the trailer. You think
that's the big ace in the pocket or whatever. Yeah, you came to see the shitty movie, but now there's Superman's back.
But the Superman that came from two movies you didn't like?
Yeah.
Now he's back.
You're gonna like him this time, we share, we promise. Like, there's just stuff like, you see Bruce Wayne riding his horse up to this, like, whatever, Alaskan fishing village or whatever to find Aquaman. And then later you see him flying around in his plane. Why not just fly your plane? Why did you have to ride a horse out to this remote village or like your bat boat? Or it's literally like Zack Snyder was like, you know what would be really cool? Seeing Bruce Wayne ride down a horse in this frozen tundra. That would be cool. Let's put that in the movie.
Was it a bat horse?
I hope to God it was.
Yeah, but anyway, as far as Justice League goes, maybe it was because I haven't seen Batman versus Superman, but to me, it was just underwhelming. Like, it really didn't make me feel like it was something that I need to go see in the theater. Like, yeah, it might be epic or whatever, like for like a 3D movie or something, but I really just don't find myself giving a shit about it.
I think that's the real trouble with them trying to catch up really fast to Marvel. Just throwing these characters into a movie and hoping that you like it. Like, I like Flash personally as a character, but I don't know anything about this Flash in this movie. It's like I'm not going to care at all about him. I was never a huge Cyborg fan, but they're just throwing him in there. Wonder Woman I kind of know from the other movie. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't know. And then and also sweet.
I feel like they should have just done. They should have just done a slow burn, and yeah, they would they be behind Marvel? Yes, but would we at least have gotten to know the characters if they each, make a Flash movie? Everybody fucking loves the series, so you'd think maybe some people would go see the movie, even though for whatever goddamn reason, using a totally different person.
And it's not like the Flash on TV is a bad actor, Grant Gustin or whatever. Like, he would be fine in a movie.
Yeah, I really don't get why they're separating them like that. Doesn't make sense to me.
But anyway, bottom line, I'm not real excited about it. But I mean, that may partially be fanboy of me or whatever, but I haven't been real excited about the last DC movie I was super excited about was Batman versus Superman, and it really let me down.
Yeah. And, I grew up preferring DC to Marvel. Like, I love Marvel, don't get me wrong, but like the stuff that I really like was like Batman, Superman. I really like Green Lantern and shit like that. You know what I mean? And these movies just aren't doing anything for me. I don't know. I just don't find them particularly entertaining. Suicide Squad, that was fun.
Did you like Green Lantern?
I liked the comic. I never watched the movie because it was just panned by everybody.
I kind of like
including Ryan Reynolds.
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think I'd like it, but it was all right.
It's pretty bad, Eric. Don't listen to him.
Well, I mean, he's not saying it's great, but
I mean, it's a lot better than what you'd expect. But hey, one thing I will say about Justice League, I always like to see, characters from TV shows that end up in movies, like that Khal Drogo. He was the Aquaman. He was Khal Drogo in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
So I always like that.
He actually does make Aquaman look badass and very sexy.
he is a very attractive guy. I'll have to admit that.
Even Chad says he's an attractive man, Eric. Admit it.
I don't watch Game of Thrones.
You saw the trailer, though. Was he attractive to you in that trailer?
I mean, yeah, I got a boner, but who cares?
That's all I wanted.
That's not what this podcast is about. All right. So anyway, I just watched the Spider-Man Homecoming trailer. I assume you both have seen it?
I have. Chad?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Chad, you better have seen it, Chad.
He's watching it right now.
Give me 2 minutes.
Yeah. Just talk amongst yourselves for 2 minutes.
I thought that it looked very entertaining. I always liked Spider-Man. The Tobey Maguire ones I liked, even the third one, which was, obviously the worst of the three, but it was fine. And I liked the two with Andrew Garfield. They weren't setting the world on fire or anything, but they were fine movies. And now this one where he actually gets to be with the rest of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Iron Man's seems like he's going to play a major part in this movie, at least a pretty decent part. And that's the type of trailer that makes me want to go see a movie. I'm sold on it. I feel like they'd really have to fuck things up to fuck up Spider-Man in the cinematic universe.
I've been pretty well sold on this movie since the teaser came out, but now that, whenever it shows him foiling those bank robbers that have like the Avengers masks, and he's like, "Hey, I know Captain America, whatever. You don't look like him, or whatever." That crap. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I like that this. I've been sold since then. But watching this full trailer really makes me want to see the movie. Like I really like this kid. I liked what he did in Avengers. Well, Captain America 3 or whatever. It seems like they perfectly captured. They've married the two, because I thought that Garfield was the best at being Spider-Man. Like, he was super witty. He mouthed people during battles and stuff. Mm-hmm. And Tobey Maguire, I thought, was the perfect Peter Parker. It seems like this guy is a melding of those two and a little bit better. And I like the idea that he's a high school student, so he's got all those problems to deal with instead of being a grown-up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of a take on the Marvel Universe that we haven't really seen yet because he is so young, which definitely adds to it. And like I was saying before, I'm so glad that we don't have to sit through the fucking origin story of Spider-Man again, because everybody already knows that shit. So I like that we're just going in, he's already Spider-Man, and we can just move on with a fresh story from there. Looks really good to me. And who's his friend in that movie? Who's that dude supposed to be?
Yeah, I'm not sure who that is. I know that the villains are Vulture and Shocker.
Yeah, Michael Keaton. I like that dude.
He's a fantastic actor, and it seems like there's a good dynamic where he's some kind of inventor, and Stark obviously is an inventor, and maybe Vulture is trying to play Peter Parker off of each other. Like, hey, I'm the same as he is. He doesn't care about you. I care about your. Like trying to get. It seems like he's trying to get him to switch to Vulture's side. Mm-hmm. And the dude that's playing Shocker was the bad guy in Fargo season 2. He's an awesome actor.
I haven't seen that yet.
You should watch it. It's on Hulu now.
I don't have Hulu, but Fargo season 1 was dope.
It's on Netflix, isn't it? Or isn't it on Netflix?
No, it's on Hulu.
But definitely find us. I saw you say earlier that Better Call Saul season 2 was your next fucking show. It's great. It's fucking awesome, dude. It just keeps getting better. So I would highly recommend it. So Chad, what did you think about the Spider-Man trailer?
A lot of what you guys said, I agree with. I like the picture looks really clean too, especially compared to watching the Justice League and then going to that. Like the picture just looks a lot cleaner.
I know what you mean, and it just seems like more vibrant colors, and it makes you think more about a comic book as superheroes rather than fucking just some grayscale bland. I don't know why they decided to do that with the DC movies. Like, they're just trying to be fucking blue. This shit looks blue to me.
And this is probably the most comic-based suit that, or true to the comic suit that Spider-Man's ever had in a movie. Like, it looks great.
Yeah, and I like that they are to the point now where they are actually making the eyes move and shit, how it does in the comics. It doesn't make a whole shitload of sense in reality how that's working, but, you know, whenever Spider-Man would, like, squint or something in the comics, it was, you know, you never thought about it. But I now that they can actually do that.
I think with this suit, they're saying that it has something to do with Tony Stark building it. Like, it's like a vision thing or something. Like, maybe he has special vision whenever they move.
Okay.
Like it zooms in or something, maybe.
But it seems like it's gonna have a good story, you know, as far as dealing with Tony Stark and I don't even know if I saw much Aunt May in that trailer though, and that's why I really want to go.
I think she just in there one time, like hugging him and telling him not to take the weight of the world on his shoulders or something, and rubbing her boobies in his face.
Oh yeah. Oh, Aunt May.
Great Aunt May. Like, can you believe that she's a great aunt?
Wait, she's his great aunt?
Isn't that how it is in the comics? That Aunt May is not really his aunt; she's like his great aunt.
I thought that Uncle Ben, was like his dad's brother. Is that not right? Maybe I'm wrong. I can't remember because he was Ben Parker. Right? I don't know. There's no comment how Uncle Ben is related to Peter Parker. Because we obviously don't know. You can Google that. But anyways, you know, final thoughts on both of these for me is Justice League, whatever. Maybe I'll see it on cable sometime. And Spider-Man, I want to see it. I want to go to the theater. I wish it was out now.
And I know that both of these movies are kind of marketed for different audiences, but if this gives you any indication, I watched both trailers today back to back with my kids, ages 10 down to 6, watching it, and they cheered and stuff during the Spider-Man one, and during the Justice League one, they were just like, "Oh well, there's Batman. That's cool, I guess."
Yeah, I'd rather see Lego Batman. To be honest,
Lego Batman was a funny movie.
That was a good one.
Oh, you both have seen it? Damn.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's enough for this. We'll see you next time, everybody.